tham gia vào các cuộc chiến, but we want to take the time to thank them for their sacrifice and for contributing to our country. It's a really special day for us.
Weekend that sort of touched upon the subject of Veterans Day in relation to Vietnamese boat people, and there I was able to celebrate this important day in history.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of connections between the Vietnamese people experience as well as veterans, right? We know that a lot of our Vietnamese, especially our parents' generation, for example, like my dad fought alongside with American soldiers during the war, and so there's a lot of interconnectedness there between Veterans Day and the boat people experience. And I too were with you there too for this special. It's a little bit melancholy, isn't it? Like, celebrating both veterans and boat people experience.
Right.
What did you take away from that event?
For me, I thought it was pretty informative in that I've heard my grandparents were boat people themselves, and I've heard bits and pieces of stories here and there, but not the full picture. Obviously, not having grown up in that kind of wartime environment, I think I'm very far removed from understanding the suffering and the pain, and I think just being present at the reception and just hearing firsthand experiences of some of the speakers, that really resonated with me, and that really spoke to me of some of the experiences that my family hasn't been able to express or communicate it with me, just because the pain is so much, and perhaps it's hard to describe in words sort of some of the suffering that they experienced.
Yeah, so as part of the celebration, there was also a book signing, a really important contribution to our Vietnamese American experience, and the book is also called Han Trinh Thuyền Nhân, or Journey of Boat People. Our friend Weevu put a lot of efforts into putting together this valuable collection of stories. What it is documenting the Vietnamese American experience, and really, even though, as you said, there's a lot of suffering in these stories, it's heartbroken, but at the same time, it centralized our shared experiences, right? Someone in our family, our uncles, our aunts, our mom and dad, our grandparents, they went through this experience, and so to have a resource where we can go and understand that experience a little bit more, and to start the dialogue, right? So on Veterans Day, there's a lot of healing that takes place, healing in terms of not only mentally but also physically for our veterans, but also, when I read this book, it's really start the healing process because we understand our experience more, and it makes me personally appreciate the journey that our family encountered and the hardship and where we are today. So very much a celebration of that memories.
I think you made a very important and clear point when you were on